Los Angeles at SoFi Stadium in Inglewood.
Today, we're set for a good AFC matchup between the Cleveland Browns and the Los Angeles Chargers. Here's the former Illini kicker, Chase McLaughlin, to get us started. And we are underway in Southern California. Here's the all-pro returner from 2018, Andre Roberts. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25. Herbert on first down now.
He'll drop this one off to Eckler.
And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It'll go as a loss of 3 right away, and it's second down. They'll run for the first time with Austin Eckler. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. It's a gain of maybe 3, but it's going to leave him with still about 8 or 9 to go on third down. Here's Herbert. Finds the open man. It's Mike Williams. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
Time to give some credit to the big fellows, the offensive line here, because you've got to have good protection on crossing routes, because you've got to give your receiver time to work all the way across the field. That time, able to scan the field, spot his receiver moving left to right, and make a good, accurate throw. Thank you, guys.
Good job there to locate his tight end, Charles, in the middle of the field.
Yeah, he has good pass-catching abilities, and if they're able to continue to find him here in the early going, I think it'll help out his teammates out on the perimeter. You can take the big shots later if he occupies their attention.
2nd and 10.
Now it's Herbert. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked by Ronnie Harrison.
And the Browns are going to get possession here as they force the opening drive turnover.
Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 from back at their own 10-yard line. That right there is the inauspicious start that they were hoping to avoid, the turnover on the first possession.
I love how you use those college-bound words like that, inauspicious. Well done. I really appreciate that. But here's the thing for me. I'm just wondering if their game plan is incorrect. You know, I think they felt like they could come in and throw it around pretty well. That interception early, they may rethink how they go about attacking.
Going deep here for Landry. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Asante Samuel Jr. And the Chargers are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. Well, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
From just shy of midfield, Herbert. And this is caught. First catch for Keenan Allen. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield. Now, that was an excellent run, and when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
On 1st and 10, Herbert. Got a man over the middle. It's Williams. And he's finally taken down, and it's a big gain there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter.
First and goal from the 6. Herbert will give this one to Eckler.
And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown.
Austin Eckler,
a 6-yard touchdown run as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Dustin Hopkins on now to add the extra point. And oh, he clanks it off the right upright, and it's no good. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off.
From his end zone, it's Demetric Felton. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
The Browns drive about to get started. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Running the jet sweep, Landry. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Let's just make this one succinct. Nice job there. All 11 guys on defense diagnosing the jet sweep and putting it down.
From the 44, Mayfield under a heavy rush, and down he goes. They'll need the 39 here for a first. This is 3rd down. Now Mayfield.
Oh, he'll let one go deep for Higgins.
He rifles one that's intercepted.
Picked off by Asante Samuel Jr. And the Chargers are going to have it here at their own 15.
Well, I tell you, Brandon, this ball's intercepted, but it is 3rd down. So the silver lining is that since this is so far down the field and there wasn't a big run back associated with it, really this kind of works like a punt. It's not an altogether bad result.
Herbert's throw going into the hands of Williams.
And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down.
Off the play fake to Eckler, it's Herbert.
That is caught. It's Williams. Touchdown, LA!
Mike Williams.
56 yards. The Chargers, they're able to widen their lead. Here's Hopkins now for the extra point. And he atones for his miss the first time around as this one is up and good to extend their lead. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away.
And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
The Browns drive about to get started. And 2 interceptions thrown here in this first half. You hear it no matter the sport. They say the great athletes, they can kind of have a short-term memory, but that's easier said than done.
It is easier said than done, but I played with a guy who threw 2 interceptions in the first quarter of a really big game we were playing.
Johnny Unitas?
And no, not quite of that level and not of that age. But I was
going for the age. Yeah.
I remember looking over at him, and he was smiling. And I thought, what is he smiling about? It's because he had enough confidence in himself that that was a fluke. And he went out and played pretty well the rest of the day.
And Mayfield again with the interception, his third. Picked off at the 49. And he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line. Boy, Charles, that is now 3 interceptions in 3 consecutive drives, and you can see he's just got a look of disgust and bad body language, understandably, as he walks off the field.
And I think it comes from the fact that he's not sure what he sees down the field, Brandon. I don't know if he's seeing ghosts. I don't know if he just can't read defenses. I'm not sure what it is, but that's why he's frustrated. And think about the defense right now. Every time they run on the field, they've gone from hoping to intercept a pass to expecting to intercept passes. Their confidence at an all-time high right now.
On first down, Justin Herbert. Throw right side, complete to Williams. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
Simple drag route here, lined up out left and tried to work his way back across the field. You probably saw me twitch there, partner, because I think he wanted the ball a little bit sooner. By the time he looked it in, defender was right on him.
Looking to throw again on second down. Herbert. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Herbert on the screen. This is Eckler. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. 3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down. The Chargers will bring out the field goal unit now. A 33-yarder from the left hash. And Hopkins' kick is good. And that's going to make this a 16-0 ball game. So the turnover leads to points as they add 3 there.
Yeah, what a sequence there, and a nice one for them. They forced the interception, put together a little drive, and then come away with 3 points. Nothing to it, partner. Just do it.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Browns drive about to get started.
And they've got less than 30 seconds to go here, so not a lot of time to work with.
Trying to shake off the interception, he'll look to throw. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Mayfield looks to throw. And he's got his man on the crossing route. That's Landry. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. Mayfield on first down.
That's into the hands of Donovan Peoples-Jones.
Now a timeout. 7 seconds left in the first half.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they're having panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
And incomplete on the deep ball. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes his quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. The Browns going to see the football first, but they trail here as we resume play on EA Sports.
Here comes Felton to bring it out of the end zone. And the half will begin with a touchback.
The Browns drive about to get started.
And right out of the gate, they face what you'd think could be a pretty important drive.
I would say so. You know, they're down 2 scores. That's not the end of the world. It wasn't the strongest of first halves, but for them to start clawing back, they've got to start putting a little pressure on that defense, start cutting into this deficit. You can't have 3 and outs and expect to get that done.
Into the secondary, past the 40. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now it's Hunt. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Mayfield to throw it. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver, Landry. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They look like a different team here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there are very many trash cans that got kicked over, that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Mayfield gives this one to Hunt. He'll get it to the 23-yard line. 53 yards rushing for him now to this point.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. Now Mayfield on 4th down. Big hole up. And a loose football. And picked up by the Chargers. And he'll take it all the way up near the 30-yard line. No question that one stings a little extra, because he had that 1st down. It would have been a 4th down conversion.
Love the effort. Love the maneuverability. Don't like the fact that he didn't bring the ball with him. And now it's going to go in the other direction.
He's going to look for Allen now on the deep ball. And got his man complete. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. Keenan Allen, 72 yards. And the Chargers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. And now whistles and a flag. And I think we got a jump here. So a jump there defensively.
And it's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
And someone a little too eager to block this extra point. Henceforth the flag. On is Hopkins now for the extra point. He missed one earlier, remember, but this time he gets it to go. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. Here comes Felton to bring it out of the end zone. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And nearly another interception. Well, it would have been his 3rd of the game, but this time he couldn't hang on.
But you got to think that sooner or later, they're going to hit one of those. But the coverage has been excellent thus far, and it was again on the last play.
Here's 2nd and 10. Play fake. Mayfield. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Derwin James with a pick.